Welcome back in, sports fans. Kade Calvin here with your Wednesday sports report. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to start on the diamond with the Wenatchee AppleSox. The Wenatchee AppleSox are headed back to the WCL Championship after absolutely routing the Bellingham Bells 18-4 in Tuesday night's North Division Championship game. Bellingham struck first, but Wenatchee answered back in a big way in the second inning. Ryder Young launched a solo home run to get the Sox on the board before Paxton Bigsby followed with a 3-run shot to give Wenatchee the lead, and from there, the rout was on. The Sox piled on 14 more runs over the next 6 innings, including bases-clearing triples from Zach Doyle and Raphael Dunn, and a 2-run double from Noah Fields. On the mound, Sean McGrath held the Bells to just 1 run in his start before Joe Thornton and Chihiro Sato helped close it out. Sato worked the final 3 innings to earn the save. The win sends Wenatchee to the WCL Championship Series for the 9th time in franchise history, where the Sox will face the Corvallis Knights. Wenatchee is chasing its 6th WCL title and its first in 14 years. The Championship Series begins Thursday night at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, with first pitch scheduled for 6:35 p.m. The Seattle Mariners slide continued Tuesday night in the Bronx, as Seattle fell to the New York Yankees 4-1 for its 5th straight loss. The good news for Seattle? Brian Wu turned in his 2nd consecutive scoreless start, tossing 5 shutout innings, and Randy Arozarena provided the offense in the 6th, launching a solo home run to right to give the Mariners a 1-0 lead. But that lead disappeared in the 7th. Ryan McMahon delivered a 2-run, bases-loaded single to put New York out in front before Trent Grisham added another 2-run single to make it 4-1. Seattle has now lost 14 of its last 19 games, falling to a season-worst 8 games under 500, and the offense, well, it's gone ice cold, folks. Scoring just 5 runs during the 5-game losing streak, the Mariners will try to turn things around Wednesday night, with Bryce Miller getting the start in Game 2 against the Yankees. The Los Angeles Lakers are changing hands once again, and this time for an even bigger price tag. Josh Kushner and former Disney CEO Bob Iger have agreed to purchase the Lakers for $12.5 billion, the largest sale price for a professional sports franchise. The deal comes just 1 year after Mark Walter purchased control of the Lakers from the Buss family at a then record valuation of about $10 billion. Kushner and Iger have previously been involved in the NBA expansion process in Las Vegas before pivoting to an offer for one of the league's most iconic franchises. The sale still needs approval from the NBA's Board of Governors, which is set to meet next month in New York. Lakers star Luka Doncic says he's looking forward to meeting the new owners and getting to work on bringing another championship to Los Angeles. Alrighty, it's time once again to fire up the sports time machine and take a look back at this day in sports history. On this day in sports history, August 12, 1936, more than 92,000 people packed the Olympic Stadium in Berlin to watch baseball? That's right, folks. The sport was featured as a special demonstration at the 1936 Summer Olympics, but with no international opponent available, 21 American players were split into 2 teams known as the World Champions and the U.S. Olympics. And because baseball was still relatively unfamiliar to the German crowd, the game program actually included rules and baseball terminology to help fans understand what they were actually watching. The game was played at night inside the massive Olympic Stadium, and the players were introduced one by one under a spotlight with a stadium band playing music as they entered, in what's been described as one of the earliest examples of baseball walk-up music. The world champions eventually won the 7-inning exhibition 6-5 in front of an official crowd of 92,565 fans. And despite that massive turnout, baseball wouldn't become an official Olympic medal sport until 1992, 56 years later. And that's this day in sports history. Alrighty, that's going to do it for sports this time. I'm Kade Calvin reporting for NCWLIFE.